It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And this one features the Steamers' leader at quarterback. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Steamers and the Ravens, and it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. Today it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Steamers of San Antonio taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. They come in off the extended break from the bye.
I think it was much needed as well. You play 2.5 months, you're ready for some time off to get set for the home stretch.
Meanwhile, for our visiting San Antonio Ball Club, they've handled all comers through the first 3 months, a perfect 12-0.
Yeah, they're 3/4 of the way to a perfect season, and now's where it really starts to get into your mind.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So here come the Ravens with their first look on offense. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that, because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He's able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Goldman, he finds his man, complete. It's Lawrence. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Here's a 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 42-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Third down and 13. Looking to throw. Goldman. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
That's taken on the 25. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And they will take over 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their 3rd-year quarterback.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back who likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. They'll keep it on the ground. Monroe. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. The partner, this offense 12-0 now on the year following their latest victory. And during the week, a lot of folks making comparisons between this squad and the 1985 Bears. You know, they too were 12-0 at this juncture of the season before losing on a Monday night 38-24 to the Dolphins at the Orange Bowl way back on December 2nd of 85. But then they'd never lose again en route to winning Super Bowl 20.
And when you look back on it, partner, did it almost feel like a setup game? Because they were playing the Dolphins, and the Dolphins were protecting their franchises undefeated season of 1972, that team. And you know what that team does. They love to celebrate the fact that they still are the only one to get through an entire NFL season that way. That was Dan Marino's third year playing under the great Don Shula, and they were motivated to keep that franchise's record intact.
2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now back to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. You look at this Baltimore defense. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different colored jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
The Ravens heading out on offense as we look at the playoff picture in the AFC. A CD after this game, there will be 4 weeks left in the regular season. So this is far from the final version of what we'll see come January, more of a first draft, if you will. He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. He may go. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. But what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
Extra point attempt to follow here. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
9 yards to go.
On third down, Goldman. And that one too wide and incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is taken at the 23. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Wells. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
So they bring out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 37-yard line.
Back to throw. Goldman. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
32-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
2nd and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Looking to throw. Goldman. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Back to throw. Goldman. That one behind his man. Incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed. Unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Back out comes San Antonio. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy? And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Monroe. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. The first carry now. This is Williams. Down to the 42, second down. Well, this defense for the Ravens very strong in that victory a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
From the red zone now, Young. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Touchdown! A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Steamers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Ravens offense getting set and ready for this next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. He finds his man, complete. That's Schwartz. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Operating from the gun, Goldman. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. But you look at this defense. And right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. The Ravens send their punter out now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Returnable here from the 38. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now, San Antonio in possession. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. As they've got it as we resume action. The throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Young working out of the gun. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
To the air once more, Young. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And all the way in for the touchdown. A great effort there. 30 yards. And the Steamers take a 3-touchdown lead. Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league. But this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
He finds his man complete. It's Lawrence. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball, because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
Back out comes San Antonio. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
They'll run on 1st down. Monroe. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. From the 35, here's 2nd down and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Monroe. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. Touchdown! A great play there. His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steamers continue to pull away here in this first half. Well, you talk about a team coming into an opposing stadium and just taking the life right out of a crowd. That's what we're witnessing here. 27-0, Charles.
And this defense, they've just looked completely unprepared for what's been thrown at them. And you know they're supposed to adjust series to series. That has not happened for them. So I don't think halftime adjustments are going to help a heck of a lot. They are in major trouble unless they figure out something really fast.
Extra point right down the middle. And it is 28-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out.
A gain of 5.
2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the 23-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
32-yard line.
Looking to throw. Goldman. He finds his man. Complete. That's Schwartz. That's good for a Raven first down. 15 yards there.
Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Back to throw. Goldman. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
4 yards.
Now a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Shepard. And not able to get any further as he's taken down right there on the 30.
At the 30-yard line.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
Operating from the gun. Goldman. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
They begin the drive with Williams. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. 3rd down, Young from the gun. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. On first down, Monroe. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
To throw, Young. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, here's Young. That is caught and able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Give them the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Now Young to the sideline and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now here's Young. Now that's to the left sideline and incomplete. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Now Young. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. From the shotgun, it's Young. Touchdown! A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Steamers have taken a 5-touchdown lead. So this now 34-0 with the extra point pending. And Charles, I thought these guys might have the advantage coming in, but I didn't expect this.
Well, I'm glad we're going with full transparency here because I didn't either. I thought we might be looking at a 24-20 type game, maybe 13-10 at the half. But this has been total, utter domination.
Extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
That's a gain of 3.
To throw on 3rd down, Goldman. He finds his man, complete. That's Lawrence. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. We have 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared, had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
Following the interception, Young. And he will find his man on the outside. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll start over at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. And it's the Buccaneers who are out in front. The Bucs trying to hold on and claim victory. From there, we head up to Kansas City. Check on the Chiefs at Arrowhead. And they lead the visiting Atlanta Falcons at halftime. The Chiefs trying to gut this one out, as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. Finally, let's get down to Houston. Check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. The Titans still in a dogfight, but this would be a good victory for them if they could get it.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. So the halftime break behind us, and we are back underway with the third quarter of action. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And this offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Young. And this one is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on third. Here is Young. Throws right side, and that's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
They'll run on first down. Monroe, he finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. Here's a 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw, Young. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. Young. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bennett. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. They bring their punter out there now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys.
And oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
On first down, Monroe dances by him and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 83 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. And they've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass. Williams, touchdown. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Now for the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he returns this to the 22. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down. So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Off the play fake. Goldman. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
Here's the option. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 28-yard line.
There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Looking to throw. Goldman. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wells. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Throw left side complete. That's Bennett. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Well, up big, but still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap awfully wide as they've established already.
They'll run on first down. Monroe.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7.
Young. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Young will set to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. And they'll send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
This 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Operating from the gun. Goldman. He finds his man. Complete. It's Lawrence. His big game continues. 10 catches now and another first down.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Back to throw. Goldman. He finds West. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
I think they tried to fool him on that one. You know, being able to throw the ball to the fullback position. No one was fooled on that play.
No, lost yardage. You think they should yank that one from the playbook, at least for the time being?
I think what you do is you take it out and you evaluate it next week in practice.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Let's take it inside his own 40. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return.
Back out comes San Antonio. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore.
This is 2nd and 8.
And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down.
Up the middle they go. Monroe, and he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll keep it on the ground. Monroe, and he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens 35.
97 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
3rd down.
On 3rd down, Monroe. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down.
But now he appears to be in some pain. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Young to throw it.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that, saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 27-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Goldman looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schwartz. 2 yards on the pickup there. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
And he will have a Ravens first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Goldman. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On third down, Goldman. And this is going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. On first down, Monroe.
And able to get this to the 31. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. From the 31, here's a 2nd and 8.
They go play action. Young throwing the out route incomplete. It's Wells. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Monroe, and able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
121 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
A quick throw by Young, caught out wide. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Throwing, Young. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 6 yards away.
And the Steamers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Now the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive in total 8 plays.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
And now here come the Ravens.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Throwing to start the drive. Goldman, he's going to go for a big play downfield.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
To throw on 3rd down, Goldman.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
The Ravens send their punter out now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Up the middle they go. Monroe. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. Monroe. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Here now, 2nd and 4. Now a give, right side. Monroe. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Young now. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now a handoff up the middle. Monroe. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Up the middle they go. Monroe. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 156 yards rushing now for the ball game on 24 carries. So not just a blowout win for them today, Charles, but a shutout blowout win as well. Clearly just a superior effort on both sides of the ball.
Hey, didn't it feel like you get a touchdown, you get a touchdown, and then the defense jumped up and said, hold it, we're getting involved as well. You're exactly right. Big points, both sides contributing, a full team win.
So for San Antonio, the streak lives as they move to 13-0 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.